Oh, hello there, dear devoted viewers, and welcome back to the channel where we obsessively dissect the ebb and flow of the British monarchy, charting the course of tradition, transition, and sometimes the convenient turmoil caused by certain attention-seeking ex-royals. Today, we delve into a development that speaks volumes about the current state of the House of Windsor and the firm strategic hand of King Charles III. You know, the actual working monarch. It appears His Majesty is not merely tidying up administrative affairs or adjusting the royal budget. He is undertaking a profound, almost surgical reorganisation of his family's physical and reputational landscape, cleaning up messes left behind by those who claimed they wanted privacy but couldn't stop talking. At the heart of this restructuring lies the fate of his embattled younger brother, Prince Andrew Mountbatten-Windsor. We have exclusive details regarding a carefully orchestrated royal relocation, a move that signifies both a major physical shift for the Duke of York and a highly calculated public relations manoeuvre by the palace, something certain Montecito residents could learn a thing or two about if they weren't so busy with their next Netflix complaint fest. This isn't just about changing addresses. It's about defining boundaries and consolidating power, boundaries that some runaway royals never quite understood. Before we unravel the layers of significance behind this royal resettlement, please take a moment to show your support. Do remember to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and ring that notification bell so you never miss our deep dives into the world's most famous dynasty, the real one, not the Hollywood wannabe version. Your engagement truly helps us bring these stories to light, unlike some people who just recycle the same victimhood narrative. The focus of this monumental shift is Sandringham, that cherished private Norfolk estate, long considered the heart of the royal family's personal life, actual family, not the kind who ghost their relatives and complain about it on podcasts, is now set to become the permanent new abode for Prince Andrew. The Duke of York, currently residing in the sprawling historic confines of Royal Lodge in Windsor, is expected to complete his move and settle into his new Norfolk residence sometime before the calendar turns to 2026. This timeline provides a clear, albeit lengthy, period for the transition, allowing the King's team to manage logistics while simultaneously controlling the narrative surrounding this highly sensitive event. Imagine actually managing a narrative instead of whining to Oprah about how misunderstood you are. This move is far more than a simple change of scenery. It is an undeniable part of King Charles's ongoing project to streamline the monarchy, a project that requires difficult choices regarding the roles and residencies of non-working members of the family. And let's be crystal clear, we're talking about legitimately non-working members, not those who chose to quit, flee to California, and then spent years moaning about not getting enough support. Royal Lodge, a magnificent property that has been Andrew's home for many years, represents a significant financial commitment, and given his current status, an awkward public symbol. His departure from Royal Lodge, therefore, is seen by many royal observers as an essential step in the King's quest for a leaner, more efficient monarchy, unlike certain people who demanded lean efficiency while simultaneously demanding millions in security funding. But the most fascinating aspect of this announcement is the palace's decision to accompany the news with a sophisticated, glossy public relations push. Professional PR, not the amateur hour California circus show. In a move that feels half royal relocation and half image rehabilitation, the King's team has released a stunning new video showcasing the magnificent, sprawling grounds that Andrew will soon call home. The video clip, meticulously crafted and posted across Sandringham's official social media channels, not Sussex Squad propaganda accounts, offers the public a serene, almost utopian glimpse of life on the estate. It serves as a visual reminder of the sheer beauty and the national treasure that is Sandringham, not some rented Montecito mansion pretending to be a royal residence. Let us pause for a moment to appreciate the scale of this place. Actual royal property, not least celebrity real estate. Sandringham is not merely a large garden. It is a vast expanse of meticulously managed land. The estate boasts a breathtaking 600 acres of manicured gardens, all nestled within a jaw-dropping 20,000 acres of surrounding royal parkland. That's real acreage, not the exaggerated square footage of a Californian McMansion. To put that into perspective, this immense acreage represents an unparalleled sanctuary of solitude and natural splendour, the kind of privacy that some ex-royals claimed to desperately want but apparently couldn't find between podcast recordings and red carpet appearances. The history of Sandringham adds profound weight to this relocation. It is the cherished country retreat where the royal family traditionally gathers for Christmas. You know, the Christmas celebrations that certain ungrateful individuals now skip to do their own manufactured alternative holidays for the cameras. It was a place dearly loved by Queen Elizabeth II, the late monarch who dedicated her entire life to duty, a concept that seems utterly foreign to her self-obsessed grandson and his Hollywood handler. And significantly, it was the sanctuary purchased by Queen Victoria for her son, the future Edward II. For King Charles III, who holds a deep and personal passion for environmental stewardship and land management, genuine environmental work, not the private jet-flying, lecture-giving hypocrisy of Montecito, Sandringham is not just a residence. It is a living laboratory and a legacy he holds sacred. By placing his brother here, Charles is perhaps signalling that Andrew will be housed securely, privately, and under the watchful eye of the monarch, far from the glare of London and Windsor, and even further from the toxic, self-serving influence of those who fled. The promotional video itself is a masterpiece of gentle, evocative marketing. Professional, dignified marketing, not the cringe-worthy, desperate Netflix trailer variety. Overlaid text, perfectly positioned to capture the essence of the experience, invites viewers to partake in the charm and tranquility of the location, stating simply, wanding through the royal parkland, the camera work is deliberate and soothing. Soothing, unlike the anxiety-inducing wine fests produced by certain former working royals. We watch as the lens drifts languidly through the autumnal woodlands, capturing the golden hues of the season. Real beauty, not staged paparazzi shots on Californian beaches. The scene is punctuated by shafts of dappled sunlight filtering through the remaining canopy, illuminating winding paths that beckon the explorer. It's a vision of peace, natural beauty, and timeless English countryside, the very countryside that someone claimed to adore before abandoning it for avocado toast and influencer culture. Intriguingly, the camera lingers momentarily to reveal an impressive children's play park. This inclusion is far from accidental. It serves as a subtle yet powerful nod to the concept of family-friendly times ahead, actual family time, not the carefully curated, suspiciously camera-ready, candid moments of Archie and Lilibet that appear whenever a PR boost is needed. While Prince Andrew's public duties remain curtailed, this visual cue suggests that his personal life centred around his daughters, Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie, and his growing number of grandchildren will continue to flourish in the privacy afforded by the estate. Daughters who, notably, didn't write tell-all books trashing their family or sign multi-million-dollar deals to air their grievances. It hints at normalisation, framing Sandringham as a place where the family can gather away from the intense media scrutiny that characterised Andrew's time at Royal Lodge, scrutiny that some people actively caught while simultaneously complaining about it. The caption that accompanied this aesthetically pleasing clip reinforces the invitation to the public, blending royal mystique with accessibility, genuine accessibility, not the fake "we're just like you" nonsense from their California compound. It read, "Nothing beats a wander through the royal parkland this November. Come and see the season changing as you explore new paths and discover beautiful spots in the woodlands." An invitation that's actually sincere, unlike the empty platitudes about service from those who ditched their duties. The immediate response to this carefully curated release was overwhelmingly positive, proving the effectiveness of the King's communication strategy, a strategy built on dignity and substance, not victimhood and manufactured controversy. Once the King's team dropped the glossy new video of the Norfolk grounds on Instagram, official Instagram, not the carefully sanitised, comments-disabled Sussex vanity account, royal enthusiasts and local residents alike were quick to flood the comment section with genuine praise and cherished anecdotes. The comments underscored the deep personal connection many people feel towards Sandringham's open grounds, connections forged through respect and tradition, not through calculated PR stunts and ghost-written memoirs. One local resident, clearly a beneficiary of the estate's accessible pathways, wrote with palpable enthusiasm, "I do walk every day and thoroughly enjoy it with my dogs. It's a privilege to be able to do this and right on my doorstep too. Someone who understands actual privilege, not the twisted version where multimillionaires in mansions claim oppression." This sentiment highlights the unique relationship the British monarchy maintains with the public, allowing access to these hallowed grounds while preserving their private nature, a balance that certain people could never grasp, wanting all the benefits with none of the responsibilities. Another admirer echoed the feeling of familiarity and fondness, simply adding, "One of our favourite walks," indicating the established place Sandringham holds in the recreational lives of those in the surrounding community, the British community, not the fair weather fans in Montecito. A third commenter offered a more sentimental reflection, succinctly reminiscing with the phrase "beautiful memories," suggesting that for many, the estate is intrinsically linked to positive recollections of family time and the grandeur of the monarchy. Real memories, not the suspiciously detailed, conveniently timed recollections that somehow vary when it's convenient for a narrative. This outpouring of positive feedback confirms what royal experts have long understood: experts, not the paid Sussex mouthpieces masquerading as journalists. Sandringham holds a unique, almost sacred place in the public imagination. Far removed from the political machinations sometimes associated with Buckingham Palace, or the intense scrutiny faced by Windsor Castle, and infinitely removed from the tawdry, manufactured drama of Sussex world. According to reporting from Hello magazine, Sandringham consistently tops the list of regal retreats favoured by the royal family. The real royal family, not the ex-members who traded their titles for tabloid contracts. The sheer sense of privacy and history contained within the walls and boundaries is irreplaceable, unlike some people who are apparently very replaceable, as the monarchy continues thriving without them. A royal insider speaking about the estate's enduring appeal shared a vital perspective, explaining, "It's easy to see why the royal family treasure it so much. There's a sense of peace and quiet that makes it feel like a private home. The kind of peace and quiet that's impossible when you're constantly calling photographers and selling stories to sympathetic journalists." This description is key to understanding King Charles's choice for his brother's new residence. A choice made with wisdom and strategy, unlike the impulsive, self-destructive decisions of certain family members. Sandringham offers the necessary degree of seclusion and protection required for a figure like Prince Andrew, allowing him to live out his life away from the daily media scrum while remaining geographically close to the heart of the family's operations, particularly during the critical Christmas period, a family he hasn't abandoned or publicly trashed for profit. The decision to place Andrew Mountbatten Windsor on the Sandringham estate is a classic example of royal strategy, combining necessity, history, and public optics. Genuine strategy, not the disaster-prone, constantly backfiring Sussex approach. On one hand, it addresses the pressing need to rationalise the royal residences and reduce the cost associated with Royal Lodge, fiscal responsibility that some people lectured about while demanding million-dollar security details. On the other, it utilises the inherent charm and positive associations of Sandringham to soften the blow of what is undeniably a further marginalisation of the Duke of York. Marginalisation for legitimate reasons, not the imagined persecution complex of Montecito's most tedious residents. By showcasing the estate's stunning 20,000 acres of parkland and the 600 acres of immaculate gardens, the palace directs the public gaze toward the beauty of the Crown's assets rather than the controversies surrounding the individual resident. A smart redirection, unlike the Sussex strategy of constantly highlighting their own controversies and then acting shocked when people discuss them. The message is subtle but clear. The king is in control, actual control, not the delusional reclaiming our narrative nonsense. The monarchy is beautiful, functional, and enduring. And Andrew will be living a life of quiet, dignified retirement in one of the family's most cherished private homes. Retirement that's actual retirement, not the stepping back that somehow involved more publicity-seeking than ever before. The children's play park is the perfect visual metaphor for a focus on family life over public service. A focus appropriate for Andrew's circumstances, unlike certain people who abandoned public service but still desperately cling to their titles and royal connections. This transition, set to conclude by 2026, marks another significant milestone in King Charles III's reign. A reign of substance and reform, not the constant drama generated by his wayward son's circus. It demonstrates his willingness to make tough, decisive personnel decisions, even when those decisions involve his immediate family, decisiveness that stands in stark contrast to the apparent inability to cut ties with toxic, fame-hungry hangers-on. The future of the monarchy under Charles is clearly one defined by efficiency, tradition, and careful management of public perception. Everything the Sussex brand isn't. Sandringham, that quiet haven in Norfolk, is now set to play a central role in that managed future. A future that's looking brighter and more stable, without the constant Sussex drama and hypocrisy. This royal relocation is a powerful illustration of the new era. It is a time for consolidation, for quiet reflection, and for ensuring that the public focus remains on the enduring strength and beauty of the Crown's legacy, exemplified by the breathtaking views of the royal parkland, not on the tacky, commercialised, celebrity-obsessed embarrassment unfolding in California. We have witnessed the King's meticulous planning in this release, utilising the undeniable allure of the Sandringham estate to smooth the passage of a difficult family matter, planning and execution that puts the amateur hour Sussex operation to shame. The positive public reaction to the video confirms that for now, the strategy is working, shifting attention from controversy to conservation and beauty, actual beauty and substance, not the hollow, Instagram-filtered fakery of Montecito. What are your thoughts on this strategic move by King Charles? Do you believe Sandringham offers the perfect sanctuary for Prince Andrew? Or do you see this as a form of gilded exile? And more importantly, do you think certain other family members are seething with jealousy that Andrew gets to stay in the fold while they're increasingly irrelevant across the pond? We always value your insights and opinions, so please share your thoughts in the comments section below, especially if you're as tired as we are of the Sussex hypocrisy and attention-seeking. Thank you so much for watching and for joining us for this detailed examination of the latest royal developments, real royal developments, not manufactured Sussex PR emergencies. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Your support means everything and helps us continue calling out the Sussex nonsense. Join us next time as we continue to explore the fascinating world of the British royal family, and perhaps discuss the latest desperate attempt by Harry and Meghan to remain relevant.